Runaway Robot. Chapter 1. A Friend in Need. Welcome back to DieFall Presents Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Episode 5, Part 2. Ooh. We've kind of just wrapped up a little bit of shopping. And we've acquired some things to climb a mountain and or save our asses when things go wrong. So, party, what would you like to do? It is late. Let's say it's later afternoon now. You're all back home. There is a letter waiting for you that has been left in your nice little mailbox.
It's got a list of names on it.
It does indeed. It is written with a flourishing handwriting, and it does have a list of names and contacts that you might want to have for bringing back the Trollskull Inn and Tavern. So, yeah. Here, let me find this for you real quick. That's Broxley. Okay, so you guys there's Hammond Craddock. You guys get him? I'll put these in our chat here so you can copy and paste if you need to. That's the I'll do both of these. That's my bad. These the Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild contact. This is my favorite. Willin Hamhand, the Guild of Butchers. Clearly the Guild of Butchers. Then there is a larger list of potential like cooks and barkeepers and otherwise. So hang on, I'm giving you all of these in the order here that I have written them down. And I probably should have prepped this over the break, but I didn't. I apologize.
That's okay.
Do it live.
So yeah, the next one are cooks. This one is barkeepers. There's not really anything beyond just the names. But it does say in the letter if you would like to meet them, there can be, either like interviews and stuff like that can be set up through him. So you guys could do that.
Just Jane.
If you would like. Just Jane.
Jane.
Jane is one of my favorite ones, by the way, but you don't have to pick Jane.
Robo has a fun voice for Jane, and Robo wants us to go meet Jane. So Robo
you don't have to meet Jane, but Jane's pretty cool. Okay.
I'll put a star next to Jane.
Chat, help me with Jane. There you go.
Just Jane.
So that's all of the things.
Just Beyonce.
What if Willin Hamhand was Hammond Hamhand?
Yeah, well, I didn't want to be too ham-fisted with it and laying it on. So there you go.
Jeez.
Yeah, you like that? You like that? That was pretty good. Oh, man, I am clever. This is why I stream, chat. I'm funny.
Oh,
all right.
God.
So yeah, that's the list. You have the letter there. What else would you like to do to finish out your day here?
A jumping jack. Just one.
You do. Cry does a jumping jack. Great.
Wow.
That's nice.
Work.
Cry, good job.
Like a puff
That
of
is,
dust comes off of her as she like that.
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
You hear a bunch of bones that probably haven't been like cracked in a long time, like crack, crack, crack.
Nice. Yeah. So as you guys are kind of going through the list here, maybe conversing over how to handle the inn and tavern. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Malia. What is the name of your cat?
Kiggs.
Kiggs. I'm so sorry, I'd forgotten Kiggs' name. Kiggs approaches you with a rat in mouth.
No! Nina leaves. She goes upstairs. She knows where this went last time.
Excellent work, Kiggs.
Yeah.
Please deliver to Cry.
Kiggs wanders off, and a couple minutes later comes back with another one.
Oh, good cat.
A feast!
Pat, pat.
Christ, it
About-
is sorted.
About 10 minutes later, Kiggs comes back with another one.
Oh, Kiggs, can you show me where these are coming from?
Kiggs, kind of like, does the cat thing where it preens itself a little bit and then looks up at you and goes, meow. And then it trots to the window where it's like been leaping in and out, and it goes outside, and it goes to the front stairs and then wanders underneath and brings out yet another body.
A rat, though, right?
Rat body. Rat body. Rat body. I thought I was making it clear, but rat body. Sorry.
Oh my god.
We have a rat infestation?
Woo!
And then you watch as Kiggs kind of like walks the perimeter of the place, and you follow them, and you see that. Make me actually, you know what? Make me a perception check. There's always good reasons to roll. Make me a perception check. Chad, I'll fix this for you. 17. Yeah. Oh, keen of eye, are you? So Malia, you notice something interesting. You've done a walkabout of your new home before, just being a security-minded person. There's new holes in your walls. They seem to be spaced around each of the side and back, 3 or 4 for each wall. And at first glance, it doesn't seem like rats had gnawed them. They seem too regular.
That
Prune.
bitch. That bitch.
Prune! I didn't see any of this, though. I left as soon as the first rat came out and was
Yeah,
going to
you're
cry.
upstairs.
I outed
You're
out of
upstairs.
there.
You're upstairs.
Sabotage! Malia is pissed.
Cry's so happy.
You probably hear Malia stomping her way back to the party.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear her stomp up and slam the ding-a-ling-a-ling, slam back on the door. Yeah, you're inside now.
Friends,
What happened?
an atrocity has occurred to our home.
A what atrocity?
There are holes in the wall.
This
You
like
put it
your
that way, it
sewer
sounds so much,
thing?
yes, so much less.
Come, I must show you.
Yeah. Would you
When
like
she
to, as a party, investigate the holes in the walls?
See, when she says that there's holes in the wall, Varys just kind of looks over at Cry and then looks around this dilapidated old building. It's like, there's lots of holes in the wall. What? Like,
This is not a surprise.
There's like open windows around. There's
Yeah.
holes in the chairs and the
Mom.
tables.
Malia's gonna try to drag Varys over.
Yeah. So you guys go investigating the outside where these holes are. Roll me, whoever has the investigation as proficient. Roll me with advantage. So someone who wants to decide,
Oh, I have it. I'll roll.
give it to me. That's a lot of rolls, but that's fine. Varys, I'll take your first one there.
It's the same.
15. Yeah. So you guys basically with the 17 perception from Malia, the description was rather good about what has had like what's been around the place. Investigating closely, it's you can see there's grooves where these holes have been drilled out. And investigating even more closely, you see that there's... Poke a hand in and finger.
Get bit by a rat.
Some kind of bait or food.
Prune!
Biscuits.
Biscuits.
Are there literally biscuits in the holes?
Cry's gonna taste a little bit of rat bait.
Are they biscuits?
Are they biscuits, DM?
Cry? How
Guys.
familiar are you with... How familiar are you with buttered biscuits?
Oh, if they be floons, I'm very familiar.
Prune with an R.
Floon. R.
Yeah, Floon's your surfer bro friend, all right? Froon,
Words are hard.
Froon is a potential rival innkeeper.
Potential? Okay.
Those biscuits are buttered.
No!
Oh,
Cry's gonna eat some more.
I mean, it's better than eating dead rats, so Mina just lets her do it.
She has tied those babies to her belt. That's gonna be mountain food now.
Oh no.
Snacks for later.
I mean, as long as you cook
they're they're crumbs, but the rats. Yeah, the rats are on your belt. There's 4
Yeah.
of them now.
Woo!
You have 4.
Inventory. 4 rats.
for dead
Yeah,
rats.
4 rat carcasses.
Rat
in
snacks.
varying states of how they've been killed, because Kiggs is indiscriminate with their slaying.
he's such a cute slayer. Oh, he's so
Yeah, efficient, but indiscriminate.
Sounds like all cats.
Yeah, right.
So is it safe-
Yeah. So
is it
you
safe to say
found.
that on the way to Blackstaff Tower, they filled Varys in on the story of Froon.
Oh,
and-
yeah,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And you as a player, Mike, what do you need to know here? Are you missing
no,
anything or?
I watched the last video.
Oh,
so
okay.
I think I'm all up
Excellent.
to date on who he
Well,
is.
thank you.
He's
Thank you
the
for keeping up.
Dickhead innkeeper next door, and yeah.
Our
He's
sworn
just
enemy.
trying to run a business.
Not
Froon's
anymore,
Brews.
he's not!
Froon's Brews.
A line has
Um,
been crossed.
Yeah, so
I feel
That's
it's
a thing.
fair game to break into his place now, I'm not gonna lie!
Or kill him.
Yeah.
I think that
What?
might be overstepping some boundaries. But we might get to that point. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let's just send some hookers to his place. Apparently his patrons really want some. I
Hey.
don't know. A bunch of low-class hookers.
Oh my god.
We
I
have
will.
4
Stella's
poison.
what?
We put our money together. We get some of that grade 8 poison.
Good poison. That $100 poison.
Dollar poison.
I've got 4 dead rats. We could just walk in there and be like, "There was a rat in my wine."
Just put it in your wine glass. Oh, a rat!
Oh my goodness.
you can certainly try.
We're gonna have to like
Could
brainstorm
Cry sell
this.
disgust on a rat without wanting to eat it? Like,
just Cry like rotate it around in the glass, just marinate that wine.
Mm.
I was gonna say she dips it and then she eats the rat. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's like a cookie.
Oh my god.
Yummy.
So gross. Oh dear. Is this a now problem or an after the gray hand problem?
Ugh.
Good ask.
we've only got
Well-
2 days to do the other one.
Mm-hmm.
This one's
And
gonna be here.
As annoyed as I am with Froon.
We don't have any food in the house, right?
I mean, there's wine.
No, you don't have any food in the house.
We also don't have any security.
Well, Cry has food in the house. The
Mm.
rest of
Cry has food.
There
There's
were
always
some, like,
food for
walnuts
Cry.
or something at one point in time.
I mean, don't
Can we
take
just,
long
like-
to burn down a building.
Let's just board up these holes
Yeah.
for one before we go.
Yeah.
I think
I
that
think
needs to happen.
I think that's all we'll do. Just board up the holes.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Are there any like scrap pieces of furniture that were like definitely too far gone to repair?
Yes, of course.
Good. Yes, we're gonna use that. Board up
Yeah.
our holes.
Yeah, the attic space definitely has a bunch of things that you can utilize to make that happen.
Perfect.
Yeah. But yeah, you do so easily
They're
enough.
So mad.
Cassie, am so mad.
Okay. Very cool. So you board up. What else would you like to do this evening?
Well, there's no point in traveling while it's dark.
Let's go cause a disruption at Froon's.
We probably shouldn't do that right before we're leaving the city.
It's the best time to do it.
What if we come back and
Then
our
we
house is
leave.
burnt down?
We could wear masks. They don't need to know it's us.
Yeah.
But they'll know.
Varys is the only one who hasn't been.
Ooh.
He could be our inside man.
Yes.
Do I have to go
so
in there
for
and
this.
cause problems?
Throw a fit. I wonder what spells I have that could.
Can you eat some of the food and then pretend die?
Stop.
Oh, we can mage hand the rat bodies into the kitchen.
Yes!
Yes.
Into the soup or whatever is happening.
The biscuit batch.
I have sleep now. I can be like, the cook's asleep. He's not even doing his job, and the rats are running amok in the soup. You call this place a clean establishment? How dare you, sir?
I think it's illegal to put people to sleep.
I did give you guys the rules.
That's right, the rules.
The laws are available.
The rules.
You can certainly try to use magic in a malicious way on someone, a citizen of Waterdeep.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Chat has a great idea. TP Floon's place.
No, Froon.
Floon, sorry. Floon's place.
Not
Floon was
Floon.
typed. Floon was typed. I read as typed.
Yeah.
You could go
Floon's
egg the
friend.
place.
Can we go
Go
like
find some
hire
eggs.
Floon to just like cause a
Froon.
disruption? No, let's hire Floon.
Bug
Luke,
is crying. One
Go
second.
to Froon's.
Buggy, you wanna play D&D?
We're Pupper.
Hire Floon to bug Floon.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna play D&D?
I mean, if you can find the lad.
I know. Good luck. How many taverns are in Waterdeep?
Hundreds. I actually pulled up a list today. It's insane how many there are.
It's an alcohol-based economy.
It's nutty. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30, 36, 39, 42, 45,
That's a big number.
57, 58.
How are you counting these? You're just like
62?
randomly jumping numbers.
No, I'm counting blocks for the wards.
He's just saying numbers.
66,
Yeah,
67,
numbers out there.
200.
73,
1,076.
78 on glance here. But yeah, it's broken up by wards and restaurant. That was restaurants, taverns, inns, and fest halls. 78 total locations.
And we decided to
Good
go into
lord.
this industry. This oversaturated
Oh
industry.
dear.
To be fair, like it says, the North Ward doesn't have as many.
Just Froon.
Don't worry, not for long.
Just fruit.
So are we
So,
killing him?
Yeah, my thoughts are either we're so mad that we drink ourselves into just making these plans all night and never actually doing them, or we go do them.
I think Malia would try to encourage everyone to brainstorm. She doesn't really want to. She wants to break some laws, but
She wants to
not
break
tonight.
some laws?
But not tonight.
But not tonight.
Well, I mean, like trying to break into someone's house or having your magic cat, sneak up and peek into windows, see if there's any holes to slide into. That's slightly law breaking, right?
You can't break the law if you don't get caught.
Slightly law breaking.
Slide into holes. I'm sorry I lost you at that.
Yeah, you know what? I should have brought that up.
That's quite slow on the draw there, Robo.
I'm reading other things, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with you. I'm reading the legalese. Honestly, that is where I'm at currently.
Slightly law breaking. That's where we're at.
Slightly.
Brainstorming on slightly to moderate law breaking. Is that what we're doing?
We could just give him the rats back. Hey.
Chuck him in there.
Is it like throwing dog poop at like a front door?
Yeah.
Just like throw a bunch of dead rats at his front door?
Yeah, anyone have like invisibility or something?
There's a flaming
Mage
bag
hand,
of
man,
dead
we
rats
just-
sitting on his porch.
Oh. I like how we got employed by like this magic order. The first thing we do, get home,
Welcome to D&D.
throw some rats.
Nobody slights us like that. There must be repercussions.
Must.
Yeah.
Let's go slash his tires. Let's do it.
The way we respond to this will help us build our street cred.
Yeah.
Sure. Ooh.
I got it.
Thoughts? Could we hire a gang?
Do we start a new gang?
Yeah, why hire a gang when we could just be a gang?
Well, yes and no. That seems like a lot of work.
Do we
Just- I
necessarily want people knowing that it was us?
Yeah. He doesn't need to know it was us. He just needs to get repercussions. There needs to be consequences for his actions.
But then he would know it'd be us, cause
No!
We can
I'll
employ the
just sign it
sewer
with
people.
an M with a circle around it. Like Zorro.
So yeah, we need to do something with the rats that he knows that it was us, but it can't come back to us from like a legal perspective, because that would incriminate him for sabotaging our play.
I love this. I love this so much.
Well, I feel like just rats is enough to send that message.
Okay, but could we... Now, Kiggs was up in his, like, personal quarters kind of area. Could we leave rats in his bed?
Let's do
Rat
it.
heads.
Rat
My
heads.
God, Papa.
Rat heads in his bed.
Oh my god.
Yes, let's do it.
As a side note for those of you guys players, I am showing you a whole bunch of stuff. You don't
Whoa.
need to read this now.
Oh my god.
This is the updated stuff that they finally added for Volo's Waterdeep Enchiridion. This is actually the Enchiridion and not just the first thing.
Ah.
So there's a bunch of stuff. But I thought I'd mention that you guys are going to get a ton of things like right now. But don't worry about it. It's all very long and stuff. If you want to read it later.
I thought my game was freaking out because all these things are popping up on me.
Nope, that's me. I'm doing that, but it is all just it wasn't in here originally, and I knew they had a problem with that earlier, so now it's here. So there you go.
Okay.
If you want to learn about stuff off screen, then you can.
I was just skimming through this. A line caught my eye. A member of the Bakers Guild who sells bread baked in the wrong shape will be drenched with water and coated in his own flour.
What?
Guild law.
Welcome to Waterdeep.
What deems it the right shape, though?
The guild.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm glad we're not bakers.
I'm glad we're not bakers. Waterdeep.
Could we just like
wine.
go in and misshape his biscuits so that he's in like violation of guild law?
Oh, I think
Yes.
we need to read these laws a little bit more thoroughly so that we can properly.
Come on.
just, like-
That's what we do all night. Is we just really study up on the laws.
Don't
get
make
him.
this game that. Come on. Don't.
Maximize the clapback.
Oh my gosh.
You did this. You
Don't.
put this in front of us.
I did. Break.
Runaway Robot says, I'm gonna run this super awesome D&D campaign. We're like,
Uh-huh.
rats, biscuits.
Rats, biscuits, putting the heads in a bed. We're doing it all. Oh my gosh.
This mystical
I love it.
order wants us to climb a mountain and find a monk, and we're like, nope, rats and biscuits.
Yeah, climb
The
up,
monk can wait.
climb and find an advisory monk on the dangers for Waterdeep, and nope, here
No.
we are.
No.
Our tavern is more important.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's
Nice
probably just gonna
street
say
cred.
some really like convoluted nonsense anyways, and it won't make any sense. So whatever.
It's okay. We haven't had combat in like 3 sessions. It's fine.
Hey, this is how we survive.
It's true.
This is more fun than combat. Let's be real.
It is.
So long as
So, yeah,
Prune can't
what-
access real poison.
What would you guys like to do? Let's get to that part. You guys you found this. You're all up in arms about it. You have your letter from the Innkeepers Guild. You spent the day buying things for your trip, presumably on the morrow to Mount Waterdeep. What else would you like to do?
Malia, how opposed would you be to leaving Kiggs here to collect as many dead rats as possible while we're gone? So that we might cover Floon's bed in rats.
This is a valiant quest for my companion. Kiggs! You have a job to do.
Yes.
Curls up, like jumps up on the bar counter, and just curls up and just lays there and looks at you.
Pat, pat.
Now, would you be opposed to us putting out slightly more bait so that we get more rats? We could just pile them in his room. So many rats.
Wow.
Nina is unhinged right now.
For it. I'm so here for it.
Sure. Malia
Yeah.
will break up Malia will break up some rations and just throw them everywhere.
Just all over the floor.
Away from the wine.
Yeah, no, let's block up the wine cellar. We
Yeah,
don't-
so the cellar's underground, so there's at least that.
We don't need any rats in the wine. We want that later. Let's just. My only thought is if the ghost thinks we are fucking with his tavern, he might be pissed.
Can any of us talk to the ghost?
Can
Well, one
can
of
Cry listen for a ghost?
I was gonna say, it's like one of you already has both feet in the grave, so it's possible.
I would very
And
much.
another one of you is a warlock, so
Eh?
yeah. Okay, Cry. What would you like to do?
Cry's gonna put her ear back on the on the wall like she did that one time, trying to listen for the ghost. She's gonna put her ear up.
You just listen.
Yeah, because she's trying to listen for a ghost. She's gonna whisper into the wood.
Okay, you say something.
Hello.
You just say hello.
Hello.
Yeah. No, there doesn't seem to be an answer.
She's gonna start knocking. Cause that worked last
Knocking
time.
on. Where are you knocking? Like behind the bar or on the bar?
Let's do the surface of the bar.
On the surface of the like you're like listening to the bar.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't think you hear anything. Can I get a perception check from the rest of the group?
Yep. You sure can.
What a crackhead! She's like,
I love her. Wow, Varys.
Blech.
Mina, you notice some of like the dust that had settled on the bar get moved or brushed away. There wasn't a breeze.
Ghost.
Mina's going to, like, in a very, like, professional manner, be like, Leaf, my good sir, we are not trying to wreck your bar. We want to get revenge on the person who wants to wreck your bar. Are you in?
I had never thought of coming up with a voice for Lift.
Bring me ghost voice.
Yes. Kind of an ethereal quality comes
I
from
don't like
every
it.
corner of the room.
I love this.
We have
This
a
all
ghost
brings-
bartender.
This brings your attention to a floating glass above the bar that is then placed on top of the bar itself, and a bottle of wine that Malia had brought up earlier is summarily uncorked and poured into the glass.
Trollskull ghost wine.
The glass is picked up by something unseen, swirled, and then tilted backwards at roughly male elf height, where it splatters onto the floor.
Well, as long as he doesn't start doing pottery.
I never had a hand for spinning the wheel.
I hate both of you.
All right, well. Mina pours herself a glass of the wine that Leaf popped.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, more rats when we get that back from Mr. Monk. Ham.
That is great in that accent. Wowie.
We shall
Get-
deliver the rats to
Oh
Fru.
my god, I love it.
Does the ghost
Deliver.
have any kind of reaction to the name Froom? Like, does that upset him at all?
You don't seem to notice a change. Then again, you don't really see anything, and since the glass has been placed back down on the bar and the wine bottle sits there and the splatter is on the ground, you don't see or hear anything.
I want to look at the bottle and see exactly what specific wine that is.
Oh god.
What, you don't have that prepared?
No.
Terrible.
Shameful.
Shame.
How many times have we said the
Shame.
word wine?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here, hang on, let's find out. This one, I think, because it would have had to have come from the vintner, right? The contact from the guild. It would more than likely happen to be some kind of local wine. So let's say it came from a southern vineyard here. So it would be a high road Chardonnay.
Oh, so fancy.
Now I
This
gotta
is
write
important
that shit down.
Yeah,
Writing
don't
it
forget
down.
that. DM.
If
Yeah.
a ghost drinks wine, you have to remember the kind of wine it likes.
Yeah.
True, it's true. I think it just was out of convenience of one of the bottles you brought up from the cellar, though.
Well, perhaps.
We have to have a seance to figure out his favorite wine.
Oh
Are we all-
my
Can
god.
we get what are those boards called?
Ouija board?
The Ouija
Yes.
board?
Ouija board. Clearly
they
he can
do
talk
that?
to us, but let's get a Ouija board instead.
I love that the only person in the party who has died twice and is closest to the land of the dead could not hear shit. And missed the entire ghost interaction because she was listening.
No. You didn't miss the interaction. It was long enough for you to notice.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, you just, when you knocked and you said words that didn't address him particularly, there was no answer. But when Liff was addressed by Mina, there was an answer.
It was the Miss Doubtfire. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
A great movie. Super creepy, to be honest. But
What?
all right.
It's a bop.
Yes.
Shut up.
Anyway. So, yeah.
Falls into a fight over Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, I'm not doing this right now. We can do this post-stream. So what else? Is there anything else you guys would like to accomplish this evening? Or do you want to proceed on your mountain climb?
Let's go to mountain climb.
Go to mountain climb.
Woo!
Go to mountain climb! All right.
So do we sleep first and then go, or are we going
Yes.
in the middle of the night?
No, we're gonna
Okay.
sleep first.
Gonna
no
sleep first?
No nighttime mountain climbing.
Awesome. So, you guys, you go to sleep. And you awake the next day, all rested, all happy, and all
No,
hail.
still pissed.
Still upset about things. And you
I've
make
been
your
mad
way
this whole mountain climb.
downstairs. And you notice now that there are 6 more rat corpses on the ground with Kiggs proudly standing over them. Doing the job that they were requested to do. I'm assuming you guys cleaned up the wine spill from the night before.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it's early morning. I'm assuming you guys are going to get an early start here on climbing a mountain.
Cry's gonna wind up her
And-
bird and water her plants before she leaves. She won't forget.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Gonna grab a couple bottles of wine.
You put them in the bag next to your climbing things.
I
The
should.
bag seems about 10 pounds heavier.
But white wine, because we're gonna be in a chilled environment, and that's
Right. Exactly. Perfect. I hate this. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm absolutely kidding. It's the best. Yeah, so you guys head out in the early morning air and make your way towards Mount Waterdeep. Let's see. I think for this, yeah, it's chilly. It's definitely a chilly morning.
cloaks.
I think that at this point it's like the sun has not even risen yet. It's just cresting now. So it's cold, it's chilly. You can see your breath on the air, and you make your way south. I'm gonna bring up the map once again here, chat. So you guys should be able to see Waterdeep map. And down south of the market and south of the Castle Ward proper is Mount Waterdeep. So you make your way there over the early morning, and you find Mount Waterdeep climbing into the fog in the sky. Would you like to make your way up it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
The mountain itself, as you begin your climb, does have some walkways, does have some paths, but there are points in time where you need to put in a spike or two or make use of spikes that have been placed there before, tie your rope to it, and climb up a steeper incline or a cliff face itself. While you're climbing this cold morning, I'm going to need you all to roll me Constitution saving throws. Now, while you have prepared for this, you will have advantage on these. And my music just ended, and now I'm sad. I don't know why it stopped, but here we go again. Yeah, Constitution saving throws.
Oh,
With
thank goodness for advantage.
Yeah, so 19 from Mina, a natural 20 from Malia, 16 from...
Why did
can
it
you get-
not? Yeah,
from
why did it
Cry?
not do that?
Yeah, just change the names when you get a
What?
chance, guys. And a 14 from
yeah.
Varus. So you guys are all strong enough. You're all strong enough to fix it. Whoops. Yeah, you're fine. You're all strong enough to make your way up the mountain without incurring any exhaustion to yourself. Eventually, you come to a cave. It's the only cave that you've come across this entire time. So it's a pretty safe bet that this is where you should be heading. What would you like to do?
How dark is it outside? What time of day is it?
Now, after climbing, I'd say it probably took you a couple hours, 2.5, maybe even 3 hours to make your way all the way here, as well as climb successfully without exhausting yourselves. So now, I mean, you're probably coming up on, let's say, like 8 or 9 a.m.
Oh, I expected this to take way longer.
Same.
Yeah.
You're much stronger than you give yourself credit for.
It's true. We almost died, so I don't give myself much credit.
It's true.
How dark is the cave? Is it super dark? Actually,
Who
I
has dark
probably don't
vision?
care that much.
Yeah. I got 120 feet, baby.
The cave is lit, actually.
Oh.
Ooh.
And as you approach it, there's torches and sconces on the sides of the cave. And it seems that the rubble has been cleared out of the area and that someone does indeed live here. A man approaches you.
Does he look like a monk?
He does a little
that's
bit.
a man right there. Woo! Well,
Yeah.
hello, you foxy fellow.
Mm-hmm. Hollom approaches you in a dark, black, long robe. There's no accoutrements. There's no flash or flare, except for a single silver pin that ties it all together. He has white, bushy eyebrows and a very creased face, and a bald, shining head in the morning light. He approaches you, hands clasped before him, and says, "Good morning. I had a feeling I'd be getting visitors today. Please, come in. Have some tea with me."
All right, let's
Okay.
go in.
You follow him inside into a Spartan-style living. There's a small fire on the ground with a kettle above it, and it looks like there seems to be a tea brewing and what looks to be some kind of morning gruel, having been previously cooked in a pot before. A small sleeping pad lies in the corner. There doesn't seem to be anywhere to sit, necessarily. But over in the corner, there does seem to be a shrine of sorts. It's all in silver, and it seems to be to some god that you can't make out right away. He approaches, he goes to his tea that's brewed and pulls out 4 modest wooden cups, pours each of you tea, and then he sits cross-legged on the ground next to the fire and says, "Now, what can Hollom do for you, visitors? And what is your name?" He kind of gestures out to all of you.
Yeah, you
Malia.
go.
Malia just like kind of pushes her cloak back, sits down. Very, very flowery introduction. She's like, "I am Malia Chilwell. These are my friends. We were sent here by Miss Vajra Saphir." Very, very visibly my little pin here.
He looks at you and looks down at the pin and goes, "You would do well to remember her title as Blackstaff."
Oh, my apologies. Blackstaff.
Of course. I do help her from time to time. What is it she asked of you to come here to me?
Yes. She asked us to carry any messages that you might have in regards to the safety of Waterdeep, any potential threats.
Roll me a persuasion check. Ooh, a 7. He looks at the scar on your face and seems taken aback by it. And he looks at you and he says, "What god do you serve?"
We are new associates of the Grey Hands.
That is a faction. I said god.
Oh, God. Oh. My bad. Ooh.
What's the most common god in Waterdeep?
Yeah.
The good one.
Yeah.
The good one? Oh my goodness.
I mean,
There's,
I can't drop any
so-
names here.
Yeah, I don't know
So
any of the religious.
There are a lot of religions in Dungeons and Dragons, especially in the official rule books. So let's see if I can't find you a quick list here, I guess, of all of them.
They're in the PHB, right?
Yeah, they're. I
Yeah.
think they're in the
In the back.
back.
I got the gods in the back. That was stupid.
Still willing to dance to it.
That was very
I
bad.
think they're in the back. Why can't I? Ugh, my searching thing is not working on the page that I like.
Oh, here we go. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
I don't think he's in there.
Oh.
That's pretty
I love
good.
it. I'm so excited that happened.
That's pretty good.
Gods of the Multiverse. Oh, this didn't help me. Just one page.
Oh, I found a list of the largest temples in Waterdeep.
All I can think of is like the Platinum Dragon and the Raven Queen. Like those are, but I think those are like critical. I don't know if those are solely Critical Role or not.
I honestly have no idea.
It would be Forgotten Realms, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Arul, Azuth, Bane, Bishaba, Ball. Oh my god, it just
Oh, here
keeps
it is.
going.
Deities of the Forgotten Realms. Jeez.
Ogma, he's my favorite.
Ogma's pretty cool. Deities of the Forgotten Realms. Yeah. There's a lot. So there's gods of war, death, knowledge, nature, trickery, and there's like multiples for a lot of these.
Mm-hmm.
So here, chat, if you're interested in figuring out what god you like at any of these, you can go to that website. Oh, freaking A, my website thing's not working. You can go to the website here, and you guys can also go and check it out there. While this happens, I'm going to attempt to get the music. Sorry. So yeah, so take a look at that list briefly. And for those of you guys in the that are there, tell me, are any of you proficient in religion at all?
Yep.
Nope.
Yes, sir.
Cry, you are. Oh, that's interesting. So, Cry, do you, not being part of this conversation proper, have you taken a look around at all?
Oh yeah, she with her big old bug eyes for sure.
Yeah, so the shrine that you find, it's pretty clearly to you, being proficient in things of in things of religious matter. It is a shrine to Tyr, the god of justice. So you see that like there's a scales there, and there's like a war hammer, kind of like small and made out of silver. So you recognize the shrine.
Okay. Oof. God of Justice, I see. Cool. Okay.
So yeah, this guy is looking you over. Malia, unable to quickly persuade him in giving up the ghost here, has asked, what god do you serve? And Amalia, your character would know all of these, obviously. This is not like something I'm going to drag out of you. But looking through that list briefly, what do you think Malia's answer would be to appease this guy?
Her true answer would probably be Timora, which is Lady Luck. But she's not going to say that. She obviously can sense that this guy is very stoic. I think she would just say Agma.
Okay. Yeah, so for those of you guys that that don't know, Agma is the god of knowledge, and traditionally would be worshipped by those people that are involved in like libraries or by wizards or people who value knowledge above all other things.
Nerds.
Nerds.
It seems there's a lot of artists and bards that follow Agma too.
Yeah, so bards for like the College of Lore and stuff like that. Like the knowledge of those things would also be very important to them.
Okay.
Yeah, so you say Agma, and he appraises you, and he goes, That is good. I was going to say, if you had not found a home in any of the many gods of our world, that, well, Tyr always has an open hand for a new follower.
Oh, tell me more about
Told
Tyr.
that.
Yes.
I don't know too much about him, but I assume he would
That's
wax
okay.
at length about the benefits of the god of justice and following thereof, as well as the symbolism of each of the things that he has in his possession there at his altar, and he does so for I don't know, how long will you let him go?
Probably like an hour.
Oh,
He goes for an hour.
Mina probably stops him before that. She's like, I had Volo, and now I have this guy, and I can't.
Yeah. It's like that. It's Volo, but speaking more slowly and about religion instead. So, yeah. So you stop him, and he goes, yes. You there, under the hood. Who are you trying to hide from? Tyr sees all things.
Well, if he sees all things, then what does it matter what I'm covering, if he can see it already?
Yes, but I cannot. And I like to know who's in my home.
Well, my name is Minerva Galerno. I am in your home. Along with my friends here, you've already met Malia, and this is... She points to Varys. Varys? He just waves.
He looks at you, and he's not even, like, really paying attention to what you're saying. And he reaches out to remove your hood.
Mina, like, shrinks away. No.
Every
Do you-
NPC
do you-
we meet.
Do you actively move away?
She'll just, like, kind of, like, back, like, he's in her bubble, so she's just, like...
Oh, he's absolutely getting in the bubble. This is, like, really terrible old man getting in the bubble.
She's not okay with this.
Yeah.
So she does, like,
Yeah, no, this is not okay.
Do not like.
No.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God.
DC's not very high. I just want to see what happens.
Okay.
He's an old man, 12. Yeah, so you back, you shy out of the way, and he puts his hands down and goes, I just wanted to see who's in my home. And now, what was it again that you are here for?
He just completely gives up on that.
They're just like, that's fine.
Like, all right.
We are here because Black Staff Lady, oh gosh, I gotta find it in here again, I'm sorry. Vajra Saphir sent us to come and speak to you about any potential threats to Waterdeep.
I'll tell you if you remove the hood.
Gosh.
Because now I'm just curious if you're hiding something from me and your friends here, or if you're just having a bad hair day.
Well, is it really any of your business? Is this worth the safety of Waterdeep? My hood and my hair?
His hands like clasped, he's doing the whole monk in the robes thing where they like put their arms in their sleeves, and then he shrugs and goes, "Is it worth failing in your quest?"
Damn.
All right. Well, Mina turns to the group. She knows Varys. Varys already knows. So you guys remember when we almost died?
Yes.
Yeah, so you remember that's when I started wearing the hood, right?
Yeah, like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Now that you mention it.
Okay. Well, just keep that in mind. Varys lost an eye. I gained something. She like slowly lifts the hood back, just like so awkwardly, and then she itches them a little bit because they're still itchy.
Yeah, Mina, have you been paying attention to them, or?
Sort of. When she's alone, she would have been like kind of peeking at them, but like still under the hood because she's too scared to look at them.
Sure. We as an audience, having not seen them for a while, notice that they are noticeably larger.
Oh my god.
Would they have been like poking out of the hood, like making bumps?
No.
in
So
the
like
hood?
they were. So
Sitting
yes.
like a foot above her head.
So like they started out like when we had talked about it originally, is that
They're
they
like
started out like
little nuts.
this, right? So like barely breaking your hairline. For us in the audience, from the first time we'd seen them like this, they're now up to here. So they're starting to affect being able to pull the hood down over them. Yes.
Oh.
Cry's gonna reach up.
Mina's gonna swat her hand away. Just no. They're sensitive.
Curious. Well, I see why you're trying to hide them.
Yeah, so that helps my self-esteem sink.
He shakes his head and he goes, I mean that tieflings are not common in Waterdeep.
Yes, tieflings, correct. That is why I wear the hood. So if you wouldn't mind, she pulls it back on.
Interesting. Yes, of course.
Molly is like
Y'all-
looking between Varys and Cry and like, okay, yeah,
Cry
this is
checks
what
her
we're
head
doing.
for a second.
Cry, you do not have horns. He goes, now, I did say I'd let you know after you showed me what was under the hood.
Yes.
Well, you can tell the Blackstaff that evil's twin hides its face for now, but expect that to change before the end of winter.
Someone got that right.
Hang on. Expect to change before the end of winter. I don't write that fast.
Boom, done.
Woo. Oh my
You're
god.
Probably legible. Done.
I love it. And he nods at you and goes, I believe our business here is done, unless you'd like to hear more about Tia's teachings. He kind of raises his bushy white eyebrows at you.
Can Cry go a little closer to the altar?
Yeah.
Cool. I wanna get a good look at it. Because Cry in the forest that she lived, for a little bit of context, has seen like old, dilapidated like shrines and small shrines, but this one is, I think, the first one she's ever seen like alive and active. So she wants to look at it with her big crackhead eyes.
And you do look at it. Yep. You've had opportunity to take it in for pretty much the entire time that you've been here. But no, I'm just saying, like, you've committed it to memory, essentially. Yeah, you see the small silver scale and the war hammer, as well as like some incense and small candles and things like that.
Okay, she's done.
Is there anything else that you'd like to talk to Hollom about?
Hollom.
Why do you live out here?
Well, the trappings of the Waterdeep are too much for me. I enjoy a simple life here, where I can watch the ships, contemplate Tyr's teachings, watch as the griffins come in and out of the peak-top area. It's peaceful up here and quiet. I enjoy it.
Do you receive many visitors?
He kind of chose. No, not many. The Blackstaff sends recruits occasionally.
Who is Evil's twin? What are you referring to?
I believe that's all I have to say today. You may go.
May I have another cup of tea?
Yes,
Tells you to leave and asks for more tea.
I believe you can have some more tea on your next visit.
Ooh.
Oh, we are welcome back, are we?
Would you like us to bring something for you next time from the city?
He looks up, thinks for a moment, rather thoughtfully. Kind of like his hands come out from his robe sleeves and he picks at the symbol of Tyr on his breast. Could you bring me a book?
Aww.
I've read all of the teachings of Tyr up here, and I find I am, well, bring me something with excitement.
Malia pulls out the brochure thing that we got.
No.
Oh,
I was thinking like a romance novel.
let's get him a smut book.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Malia will say, this is all I have for now. Perhaps I shall bring something more interesting.
He like looks at his. I did mean next time. Please, I have to get to my prayers.
Okay.
Are you, in your religion, are you allowed to drink?
He like raises an eyebrow and says, my prayers.
Oh, very
Please,
well. I was
go.
going to leave some wine if you wanted it, but if not, not mine.
He doesn't address you.
Oh.
Wow, he's just done with us.
Cry's gonna wave at him and then wave at the Shrine of Tyr.
Aw.
Yeah. He turns his back and he's already kneeling in front of the Shrine of Tyr, and he's lighting the incense there.
Romina's gonna start drinking.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's easy for you to get down the mountain, but if you're drinking the entire way,
no.
can I get some dexterity checks, maybe?
How many you want? There's one.
While we're leaving,
Check
do we
not
get...
save, so I don't know if you're proficient in that or not, so I didn't want to. But Yes. What was that, Malia?
As we're leaving, do we get a really good viewpoint vantage of Waterdeep?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
This is the highest point of Waterdeep. And from here, this is where, when I show you the map, this is the point where you'd be able to see almost everything here from the map itself. Again, you'd have to kind of like walk around the top here, but you see like small or like flocks of birds in the harbor are all the ships as they come in and out. And you see like the cranes moving, shipping things in and out, or on and off ships. You see the hustle and bustle of the marketplace from here. And it all looks like ants from this distance. But you see that the Waterdeep stretches much further northward, and eventually your vantage point ends. But you can see how the walls of Waterdeep tower above most of all of the other buildings in the city. You see the walls for the City of the Dead and the mausoleums off to the east. And you can see some of the gates, like the South Gate far to the south, and the large harbor fort and things like that.
Malia will put her arm around Cry and point at Waterdeep and be like, "That is our home."
Oh, I'm gonna explode. This is so cute. Cry looks off because we can see Crypt Garden Forest from here, can't we? Or
From up here, I don't think even if the fog had broken, not from here.
cool.
It's too far north.
Cool, love it. Then she does feel at home. She kind of leans into Molly a little bit. She's like,
Aw.
Cute.
Malia sips wine.
And you guys make your way down the mountain. I did just switch the screen for you, chat. Sorry about that. But can I get, those of you that are drinking, can I get dexterity checks or acrobatics checks? Either one, whichever one you're more proficient in.
Where would a dexterity check be?
It's literally dex, and you just click your dex.
Oh.
But if you have acrobatics, click acrobatics because it's better.
Oh no, I have neither. It's fine. So the 8 that I rolled earlier.
The 8 stands, okay? An 8 for Mina and a 16 for Malia. Malia, give me a dexterity saving throw, please, in addition to this. 23. So, on your way down, both of you, maybe even arm in arm, sharing a bottle of wine, continuing down the mountain, Mina slips for a moment. But always with her wits about her, as the security enforcement officer she is, Malia is able to save her from tumbling down the mountain or over a cliff.
Oh, super traumatic hand grab.
Absolutely.
Is it a heroic moment?
There's a moment where like you have to think about what do you do with the wine bottle, and do you grab her hand instead? And we watch as like the wine bottle falls to the ground where you're standing, and you grab her hand and it like spills a little bit out onto the ground. But you guys you've drank enough that it's like it's not pouring out. You just spill some while you grab her.
Still devastating.
I have you, Mina. And I pull her to safety.
Mina like pulls her in a little bit more and gives her a little smooch on the cheek.
Oh.
Thank you, Malia. She's real drunk at this point because she had to show her horns and she was not feeling it.
"Aw."
Yeah.
Malia kind of got that feeling. That's why she drank too. I mean, Molly has multiple reasons, but that too.
Aw.
Yay, you didn't die!
Yay!
So you guys, you make your way down Mount Waterdeep. It is now, it's probably mid-afternoon by now after all of the shenanigans of climbing up and down the mountain as well as interacting with Hollom. Do you make your way immediately back to Trollskull?
Drunk Mina really, really wants to go to Froon.
Let's do it.
Really wants to go to Froon's.
Let's do it. Yes.
Like, so bad. Without the rats, she just wants to go.
Yeah, you can go to Froon's.
Fuck
Bruce.
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
You go back to Trollskull, and on your approach, Mina has an idea. Mina, what do you say to convince the party to go to Froon's?
Guys, I think now would be a very good time to go to Froon's. We don't need to go back to the Grey Hand just yet. We had 2 days for this mission and it only took 1. So I think we should go to Froon's and cause a ruckus.
I love it.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
Malia definitely wanted to go to the Grey Hand as soon as possible, but not with a drunk Mina. So, Froon's sounds like a great idea right now.
The Froon's!
So as you guys are like approaching Trollskull, Mina has this idea, and you swerve off to the other side of the alley to go to Froon's Brews. Yeah, okay. So you approach Froon's place. It is the middle of the afternoon, so it's a little bit quieter than it would be like at night or anything like that. But there still seems to be some people inside. And Froon is back behind the bar and seems to be rubbing it down or cleaning some glasses.
Was the door to the tavern already open, or is it like one of those closed doors that you like push open?
It is like yours. It is a closed door that you push open.
I'm gonna push it open really aggressively. Boom!
Oh.
This is gonna be so good.
You see Froon kind of startled, like look up from where he's standing behind the bar, and he looks at you and goes, "Oh, you're the Trollskull owner, is that right?"
Oh, is this so funny? Because I call you the Troll Man, so we're like the same.
I wasn't ready for this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
And she comes and sits right in front of him at the bar.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Wow. Okay, hang on a second. Let me
Varys
get
is
his description
frantically
up.
going back and forth between like watching this scene and Malia like looking to like
Yeah.
any kind of approval that this is okay.
He cocks his head to the
Not
side
okay.
and places a glass down and goes, jokes today, is that right? What can I do for you, valued customer?
Jokes, is that what we're doing? Oh my goodness, have you heard one about the very short man who worked at a bar?
He sighs and he goes, "No, don't believe I've know that one."
Mina
Now,
slaps the bar like, ah! It's hilarious!
Malia is going to kind of like she's gonna come up behind Mina and like kind of like put her arm around Mina, the other one on her hip, just kind of hanging out, and then Malia's gonna be like, "A glass of wine, please." 2 glasses of wine.
And some biscuits!
2 orders of biscuits.
Mina, I want you to make a perception check for me with disadvantage.
Okay, hang on. Give me a sec here. Gotta click all the buttons. Perception. Disadvantage. 4!
A 4. Wow, neither of those were very good. Mina, you don't notice, but as you're getting a little heated at the bar, your hood falls backwards.
Awkward.
Just a bit, but definitely enough to see your small, budding horns on your skull.
I
And
mean,
as
I'm not
you
gonna
say-
change my reaction.
You want the wine, yeah. You do notice this because he's directly in front of you, and Malia, you notice this as well. You see Froon's face change. He goes, "Demon." Out. out right now. We do not serve your kind here. Get out!
Okay, so Mina, not knowing any of this, grabs Malia and smooches her on the lips because she's drunk and that's what women do, and goes, kind?
He looks to the side and just, get them out of here now. Get the demon spawn out of my bar.
You heard him. He is calling ladies who like demon spawn.
We get this like pan around, right? Mina's not really observant of what's happening around the bar, right? She doesn't necessarily see what's happening around the bar, but you get this pan of like some of the patrons there looking and they're seeing and they're whispering to each other and kind of pointing at her and like touching at their own heads where, you know, the horns might have been. And Malia, I think Varus definitely sees. And Cry, depending on how distracted you are,
She's listening.
You see two halflings approach from the corners to start ushering you all outside.
Me and Varus too?
You came in with them and
okay.
gestured to the lot of you. Yeah, they approach you and they're like, all right, now get out. The proprietor has said that you need to leave. Please go. And they're like starting to like, you know, get closer. They haven't put hands on you yet. But...
Malia taught me that one.
Molly is so proud.
So, what would you like to do?
Cause a scene.
Malia flicks a copper piece to the barkeep and says, "Buy better jokes."
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. And Cry, how big of a scene are you trying to make, considering that you're a powerful spellcaster?
Oh. She's so neutral, though. I don't know if she'd want to cause.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, she's very neutral. She's spitting.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
And you toss the copper piece. It lands and like does that little spin that pennies do before they settle onto the bar. Mina, anything you'd like to do?
As I'm getting up to leave, I would like to cast Mage Hand and just like the back bar where all the bottles probably are, she would just like to cast it and knock them all over.
You get to the point where you start casting the spell, and Froon behind it, spell cast! It's demon spawn's casting a spell! Get them out of here now! Get them out! And the
demon spawn.
And the watching you cast this, because you're not being quiet about it, right? You're drunk.
Yeah.
The halflings are physically pushing you out of the way, and I think that's enough to interrupt you from actively being able to knock all of the things off.
What, you mean I'm distracted by the people in front of me?
They're physically moving you now, so I don't know.
Don't touch me!
Please leave!
No.
Please leave! You have to go.
I'm going to whisper into Mina's ear and say, "Don't worry, we shall come back a different day. The heads."
Mina laughs, just like out of the blue, because nobody else probably heard that shit.
And you're all ushered out the front door.
Such a good interaction.
As we're walking away, can Cry just... She's following... She's a little duckling following her more important friends. She's trying to help. She's gonna grab a rat and throw it at the window.
Oh yeah, she has rats on her belt.
Yeah, so you turn around and you throw a rat at the
rat.
window. Yeah, and like you see the halflings that have just ushered you out. They're standing at the doors. They like watch it happen, and then look back at you, and it like clatters against the door or against the window, right? And like the patrons inside that have been watching kind of like flinch behind it, and they're like, because they all been like pressed up at the door, watching as the horned lady walks off into the street.
And she yells, "Homophobes!" And that's it, because she still has no idea that her horns
Yeah. Okay. And
Just
I
swearing in French.
think that is where we call an end to today's session. Causing a scene at Froon's Brews.
Wow.
Good
Jesus.
job, everyone. Excellently
Froon.
done. Excellently
Fuck
done.
Froon, dude.
Fuck
So
Froon.
mad at Froon.
Wow. Fuck Froon. All right. So thank you, everyone, for joining us here this evening. I super duper appreciate it. I know this isn't our normal time, so thank you for coming. Those of you that liked this show, guess the heck what? We're playing on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you get more of this nonsense and this crew in less than 5 days. So I hope you guys come out for that as well. That being said, let's do a couple shout-outs here, and then I have an announcement at the end pertaining to DieFall as a whole here. Mike, where can the people find you at?
Yes. /Notice Mike. Also Notice Mike on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, everything /Notice Mike. It's a thing. I probably have an account on there.
I love that you still have all of them as No Dice Mike. It's very, very cool. But yeah, Comcast fucked you over on that, so I'll give you a readout real quick. That's twitch.tv No Dice Mike, Patreon /No Dice Mike, at Twitter or on Twitter at No Dice Mike, and Instagram at No Dice Mike.
Comcast
Check
is
him
my own
out.
personal Froon.
Yeah. Check him out, everyone. He's got a new comic out and stuff like that, and it's super worth your time. Stella, where can we find you at?
Hey guys, I am Stella Luna here on Twitch, and I am Stella Luna _TV on Twitter, and I doodle the doodles and do Pokemon D&D. I like dogs and beauty and doodling, and that's my thing.
Thank you very much, Stella. Dungeon Dame, where can the people find you at?
You can find me at dungeon_dame pretty much everywhere. I paint miniatures and I talk about some boobs most of the time, so it's great fun coming out.
Woo!
Tuesdays and Wednesdays on Twitch at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time.
Excellent. And Bravo, where can the people find you at?
Oh gosh, you can find me at BRRRRRAVO. That's 5 R's. Bravo with 5 R's. Sorry. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram, all at that same name. Yeah, I do drawing, and then me and Nick Kibbles do. We have started moving out of Wizard 101 because that got boring. Now we are doing like simple games. Wow, we answer D&D questions, talk about different people's D&D characters, concepts, worlds, all this. It's just all D&D. So yeah, and then Friday's coming up. I'm gonna be drawing, and so just come hang out with me because I like you guys a lot.
Awesome. Thank you, Bravo. All right. Hi, I'm Runaway
Someone
Robot,
stuffed
also known as Joel. This is my channel. If you're new here, welcome. We do Dungeons & Dragons stuff as well as I variety stream on the side here. This is the Dragon Heist campaign that we are currently running. So thank you everyone for being here tonight. You can find me here, twitch.tv/RunawayRobot_, and there's underscores on that one, on the Twitter, and on the Instagram, but YouTube. If you didn't catch all of this, this will be up on YouTube in the next 2 days. I'll have it all there, or you can watch the VOD here on Twitch, but that's at RunawayRobot on YouTube. Now, that all being said, it's announcement time. I am happy to announce that DieFall will be expanding its weekly shows from 1 to 2 this coming May. So if you are interested in being cast in a DieFall production, there will be an open casting starting next week. There will be an application that will be put out on Twitter and on the Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, get to be a part of it. There's community games that are always being run, and you can go play Pokemon D&D with Stella if you really feel like it, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff going on there. But if you are interested in being cast in any one of these shows, then I suggest paying attention to both my Twitter and the Discord there. And there will be an open casting call starting next week. So thank you very much, guys. And I think that all being said, that's it for us tonight. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in, and until next time. Later.